Today, we're diving into one of the most iconic Japanese sedans of the 1960s, the Datsun Bluebird 410. A car that not only laid the foundation for Nissan's global reputation, but also earned a solid fan following in markets far beyond Japan. This particular model, produced from 1963 to 1967, was a bold statement for its time, blending simple styling, reliable engineering, and surprisingly refined features for a car in its class. Let's explore in detail what made this machine stand out and why it still holds a special place in the hearts of vintage car lovers today. Starting with the exterior, the Datsun Bluebird 410 carried clean, straightforward lines that reflected the design trends of its era. Unlike the overly rounded designs from the 50s, this model came with sharper, boxier edges and a more modern profile for its time. At the front, you get a distinctive chrome grille with horizontal slats, paired with dual round headlamps that gave it a classic, confident face. The slim chrome bumpers added just enough sparkle without going overboard. On the sides, its simplicity continued with a smooth shoulder line and subtle chrome trim along the window frames and fender edges. The rear featured small, vertical tail lamps and a modest trunk design, keeping everything functional and clean. It was a car that didn't shout for attention but earned respect through understated elegance. Moving to the interior, stepping inside the Bluebird 410 feels like a proper time capsule. The cabin layout is refreshingly simple, dominated by a wide, flat dashboard made of painted metal with a large, two-spoke steering wheel and a set of classic analog gauges. The instrumentation was clear and minimal, typically featuring a speedometer, fuel gauge, and a couple of warning lights. The seats were upholstered in vinyl, offering basic comfort and decent cushioning for its time. Front bucket seats or a bench seat setup was available depending on the variant, while rear passengers had adequate space for a compact family sedan of the 60s. Ventilation was provided through manually operated window vents and a simple heater unit, while the option of a radio made long drives a little more entertaining. The overall build quality inside was modest, but everything felt solid and purposeful. Now let's talk about performance. Under the hood, the Datsun Bluebird 410 was typically powered by a 1.2-liter or 1.3-liter inline-4 engine, known for its reliability and efficiency. The most popular variant was the 1.3-liter J13 engine producing around 67 horsepower, mated to either a 3-speed or 4-speed manual transmission. On the road, it wasn't built for speed but offered smooth, predictable handling and a surprisingly comfortable ride, thanks to its independent front suspension and semi-elliptic rear leaf springs. The lightweight chassis made it agile in city driving, and it could comfortably cruise at highway speeds, though overtaking required some patience. Braking was handled by drum brakes on all four wheels, which were standard for the era but required careful planning during spirited driving. When it comes to pricing, back in the 1960s, the Datsun Bluebird 410 was marketed as an affordable family car, undercutting many European rivals while offering similar or better reliability. Today, finding a clean, well-maintained Bluebird 410 is rare, but it remains a highly collectible model among classic car enthusiasts. Depending on condition, originality, and region, prices can range anywhere from $6,000 for a restoration project to upwards of $20,000 for a pristine, fully restored example. Its appeal lies not just in its vintage charm, but also in its significance as one of the early Japanese exports that helped reshape global perceptions about Japanese automotive quality. That wraps up our in-depth look at the Datsun Bluebird 410, a car that deserves its place in history, combining classic styling, dependable engineering, and timeless simplicity. If you're into vintage Japanese classics, this one's a must-have in your collection.